Ta-da! Live!
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's January 7th, 2016. You are looking at ThorTV.
Where?
Right there. And Loki Hates You. And my little...
What? Oh, and Kitty.
Look at that guy. Hey, little baby. Don't be mad at me. So, welcome everyone. It's 6 p.m. We're going to take a few questions. I got a couple things to open up for you. And then, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a pretty...
Speaking of which, I was told that you accidentally opened up a package that was mine.
Yes, you have a package here that has several things inside of it, and I opened up the exterior box, having not read the name on the outside of the box. So I didn't actually open any products, just a standard rate mailing box that has.
Dare you, sir? That is considered a federal crime.
We're gonna have to bring that one up with Bobby. Something about implied consent, having the P.O. box key. I don't know.
Something along that line.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dead Purple. My phone is on 5%, but I'm committed.
Oh, Dead Purple. We're happy
to die in like 30 seconds.
Okay, let's see what we can find here. Come on. Load that page. Load it up. There it is.
And there she be. I can hear it.
Pop out this chat. Beautiful. Okay, who do we got to say hello to here?
Absolutely everybody.
Oh my God.
Can't you just say hi, all?
Yeah, I like saying people's names because they show up to being, enthusiastic and stuff.
Any names?
Hey, Susanna. Hey, Jigsaw Jamie. I've never seen you before. Happy birthday, Jigsaw Jamie. You're here now. Hey, Red Star. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Zio. Sorry about the confusion last time. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Mischief Maker.
Wait, what?
Oh, this is another Mischief Maker. Hey, thanks for answering my questions, but I swear I didn't make them up, and sorry for all the trouble it caused. Well, Mischief Maker, the fact that you sent, whether you made them up or not, the fact that you sent us questions about prying off our toenails and shit, like, that was the real concern.
I think she's saying she didn't send them. Or unless, is that a different person?
We thought it was Zio. Zio's here, so is Mischief Maker.
Oh, it's two different people right now. Okay.
It's all unfurling.
This is so confusing.
Yeah, right. Who else we got here? Hey, Karen. Got a letter from a boy. Okay. Didn't want to deal with him being an idiot. All right. Hey, Jennifer West. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Wraith. Hey, Mika. Hey, Mina. Hey, Risa. Hey, Kat. Said hey, Karen, I think already. Hey, Ippity. Hey, Candace. Hey, Mara. Is that a different Jigsaw? It's the same Jigsaw. Hey, Amada. Hey, Steph. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Dead Purple. Hey, Lee. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Kristen. Okay. My friends wanted me to ask them. Your friends are weird. Bring them to me, and I shall destroy them. Hey, Carla. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Cap and Jack fan. Okay. Here we are. There it goes. So did anything exciting happen today between the last broadcast and now?
I went running. I went to the gym. And I went grocery shopping.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I did all the adult things.
Did you You get anything special at the grocery store?
I got pickles. A big jar of pickles.
Is that your entire grocery shopping list?
No, but that's something very uncommon for me to buy. There's one in pickles.
Can I slip you a pickle? Yeah, I went out and I met up with some friends for sort of a coffee / lunch thing. And we had a few hours to kill, so I ended up going to a game store. It was actually the one we played Zombicide at.
Oh, okay.
And we played a game called Just Desserts, where players are competing wait staff at a dessert boutique, dessert cafe, and you have to win the most customers to win the game. So that was a fun little game.
I'm on a diet. I can't play that game.
Yeah, it would have been bad. Some of that shit looked delicious.
Especially if it's like scratch and sniff. Be like,
oh God, no. That is a good idea for a game like that, though, to have like a bonus scratch and sniff edition. God, everyone would be starving.
But they wouldn't last. Like the game wouldn't be very good after like a month.
Yeah. So we did that, and then I came back and I checked the P.O. box, and then came home and made a chicken sandwich, and I just ate that in front of Steven before the broadcast.
You did. He ate a giant chicken sandwich in front of me. Like it was about the size of his head, roughly. Close. It's very close.
That thing was delicious.
It's very crunchy, I can tell you that much.
Now I've got a little turkey. That's my little buddy. Okay, so we got a couple more questions in. These aren't going to last us very long. We'll have to get it. Yeah, they're literally 4 questions. Okay, so this one, I don't think you're going to like answering this, but I think it deserves being responded to because it's not being asked in a disrespectful way. An anonymous user on Tumblr wrote in and asked, what is it like to be attractive? I'm not trying to be petty or snarky or give you some kind of backhanded compliment. Genuinely curious. What's it like to be attractive and have literally thousands of people willing to fall at your feet? And I think that last part is a little over the top. I don't think people are actually falling at our feet. But it would be hard for us to like come out and say like, oh, I don't think anyone really thinks it, because like people do say a lot of very nice things to us.
I can honestly tell you how I think I look, and it's not. I feel that I look very different from the average person, especially having long blonde hair. And I feel that I look very plain, and every so often taking a selfie, you get that right lighting and you get that right angle. I feel like I'm attractive in that picture. But other than that, I don't see myself as an attractive person. And anyone who thinks I'm attractive, I feel like they're a little crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Helen. I know Helen would get mad if I didn't say hi to her. As far as like the difference between the time where, there was no real internet presence for me and now, I always liked, since like, I don't know, midway through high school, I never thought I never disliked the way I looked, but I never loved the way I looked. I could never look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm the best looking dude on the block or anything like that.
Yeah, but you don't really have much to complain about.
Right, and I'm not going to deny that. But then, obviously, when the cosplay stuff started happening, things got really bent in the direction of, oh, well, you look like every woman's fantasy of the perfect, and it's like, no, I look like a Loki fan's fucking reasonable facsimile of whatever they're into. And the truth is that despite the fact that people are willing to write and say, you know, you look like this, or I wish this could happen because you're attractive in this way or whatever, the truth is that in the real world, as far as laying on of hands and dating and romance is concerned, I have the same sort of amount of romantic options in my life. I just have more people who are feeding my ego in a non-romantic way. But then you can't go to a con and just like pull concubines out of like the crowd and be like, aha, I'm an attractive person, you are coming with me and we're going to have sex or something like that. Like that's not what this type of being attractive is. Like we get more pictures taken of us. And then
pretty much it.
Yeah, and then we go home and it's the same life we lived before. But as opposed
random
to
sex every night with strange people.
there's not a lot of hooking up. But then again, I guess if I had something to feel truly unattractive about, if I had something about me that was like super unacceptable according to like today's societal standards of beauty, if I had really bad skin, or if like I had some sort of medical condition that caused my body to be in a different shape or size or smell or whatever it is that would put people off of that, I mean, yeah, that would be a different lifestyle. That might be a lifestyle where to walk through your life and feel like no percentage of the population would ever find you attractive, I think is something that people have to experience very realistically. Like I think there are plenty of people out there who just feel like in their life they don't have a shot. Like they just don't have a shot at ever being looked at like in an admirably societally accepted as beautiful way. And that's the saddest story ever told, honestly. Like that's the worst thing. Even if out of every million people you meet, one of them is attracted to you, I think that one person makes it worth it. And I've been lucky enough to have that happen more than once. And I mean, it's a blessing every time, and there's no denying that. But I don't think we put a lot of thought into like what it feels like, you know, like what that really means.
I think if anything was to change in our appearance, like getting burned or face sliced open or something, and you know, but really appreciate what you had prior to that.
Yeah, I think we like to think of ourselves as being in the middle of the road, where it's like I live a life and I consider this life normal. If we were the sort of people who were getting pictures taken of us regardless of the costumes, I think that would be sort of above that mid-level. And if we were the sort of people who had just never had anyone say like, hey, I like the way you look, I'm attracted to you, I want to be with you, like maybe not even I want to be with you, but I saw you and I liked your style of face or body or whatever it was. I think that's the two other sides of the spectrum. And, you know, I've had plenty of people put me in my place about like how they don't like the way I look. I've had people tell me I'm too skinny, I'm too short. They don't like how I have my hair. I've had people talk about my teeth. I've had people talk about, you know, all different aspects of me. And that shit gets to you, you know? It makes you feel ugly for a day, for a month, whatever it is. It makes you insecure about that thing. But you hopefully can put as much value on those experiences when someone says, you know, I really value this about the way you look or the way you act or whatever, the way you hold yourself. Anything else to add on that?
No. I always dealt with body shaming a lot. I mean, being overweight, I dealt with that a lot.
Yeah. I think I dealt with being short and young when I was when I was a kid. Like there was a lot of like, you know, you're not as strong as anyone else around you. You're, you know, like we're bigger than you. We could easily beat you up. So that kind of left me as being insecure. And that's a form of body shaming. And I don't think it's as relentless as being overweight. Like I would never compare what I've been through to what anyone who's ever been overweight has been through, because I think that's such a you look on TV and you can find, you know, watching for an hour, you'll see 50 fat jokes, you know. It's just like so easy for our culture to be like, that's a fat person, they're a glutton, and they, you know, can't stop eating, and they deserve to be like mocked for that, and that's not right. Let's see. Attractive in myself. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Little Womanly One on Tumblr says, what do you listen to the majority of your music on? So I guess like
what device
or what, like, yeah, like even
100% of the time it's right off of here.
Yeah. Well, do you like Pandora or just like stuff that you have on your hard drive?
I haven't been using Pandora lately. That's right. I can start using that now that I actually have an iPhone connected to service, and I use that. So now just the iTunes and music that I put on there is what I listen to. Because I like having my playlists and putting all the songs in the order that I want to hear them. And knowing what songs I'm going to be listening to. And I could put them in an order of like, this song goes good with this one goes good with this one goes good with this one, this should come after this one. And like, I'll go do my jogging or do whatever I need to do. And in my head, it's kind of like, it's like a concert, you know, you can be up on stage and all the songs are in the order that you wanted them to be.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Celtic Star, who's a first-time viewer. Hey, Celtic Star. Good to see you. And hey, Yvonne, as well, making your long drive. Yeah, I listen to a lot of Pandora if I'm listening to music. Otherwise, I'm just listening to the radio. Like, I turn on the radio in my car, and I just tune it out anyways. Like, typically, if I'm driving, I'm thinking about driving, and I'm thinking about just generally doing whatever I need to do in the future or the near future. So a lot of classic rock, you know, typical Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Beatles, whatever's playing on the, not pop stations, but the rock stations currently. White Stripes, fucking the Hives, the Vines, the Strokes, all that shit. So popular rock music plus dubstep on Pandora. Otherwise, I'm listening to podcasts.
Oh man, now everybody's writing, I love tall men, I love tall men, I love tall men.
Tall men?
Tall men.
Oh, tall men.
Men who are tall.
Yeah. It's a thing. Those tall guys, they just rake it in. They just bang it out.
Yeah, because that's all that matters. They don't care about personality. It's just, you know, you're 7 feet tall. Don't even have to say a word. And that shit is yours.
Let's see. Next question from Little Womanly One. During an apocalypse, are you behind the scenes or on the front lines? Kind of hard to define.
What does that mean?
I mean, it depends on the type of apocalypse. If we're talking about nuclear war, there's only a couple of people who are on the front lines there. If we're talking about a water shortage like Mad Max,
I think we've gone over roughly something similar to this before.
Yeah.
And I'm more of somebody who would like, I would be a sneaky person.
Yeah.
There's no jumping out on the front line for me, like for anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd be a ninja.
it would be a pretty there would be some very specific circumstances in which I could end up in a leadership position or a more aggressively actionable position in an apocalypse thing. I was even talking to somebody today, like, you know, if the world ends and it takes a week to end, I think what's going to happen is people are just going to watch it. You know, they're just going to watch it happen. There's no reason to try to fight. Like, the world is ending. You sit there, try to enjoy a good meal every day. I mean, there's going to be some rioting. There's going to be some violence. There's going to be some panic. But really, I think 99% of the people in the world are just going to kind of settle in, not go to work, probably grieve, probably try to get in touch with anyone they can.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. So, I mean, the sidelines characters, I think, are the much more common stories, speculatively. I'm getting my ego stroke. Okay. Yeah.
Stroke it.
Drexbo. Hey, Drexbo. Never seen you before.
All kinds of new people tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good things that come in small, short packages. You know, I used to be on OkCupid a lot, and you'll see it a lot on OkCupid that you'll see a girl who's like 5'6", and she'll be like, I won't date any guys under 6'1" because I like to wear heels, and I won't be like, I don't want to go out with a guy who's shorter than me when I'm in heels or something like that.
Yeah, because that's what really matters in a relationship.
Yeah. And that's so common. And every time I would read something like that, I'm like, well, we're never speaking again. Or we're never speaking at all. And I actually saw this one girl's profile, and it was like really sex positive. And she's like, listen, I'm just here to hook up. Like, you know, I'll choose you. Don't bother telling me what you think about me because, like, and she was just like super aggressive, and she was super like, I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to be with who I want. And she was like, and you know, I used to have on my profile that I wouldn't date guys under a certain height, but a short guy approached me and I went on a date with him. And the way she phrased it was, I went out with a short guy and he curled my toes for me. And I found, I've decided that from now on, it's best to give people a shot. And I thought that was a really cool thing to say, where it's like, you know, I tried Brand X and honestly, it treated me pretty well.
God.
You know, if you got chemistry with a short guy and your thing is tall guys, give him a shot. You know, maybe he'll do you a couple. Maybe he'll bang out some dents for you. Let me see what else we got. I'm just trying to catch up with all the stuff here. All right, last one from Little Womanly One. Number 3, favorite type of crafting to do?
Like,
if you could work with fabric, if you could work with clay, if you could work with painting, if you could work with...
Well, okay, so I've worked with fabric, not a huge fan.
Yeah.
I've worked with foam. Foam's not bad, but when you think, but we had the conversation earlier, it just doesn't last with whatever you're making. Hopefully I'll have the opportunity to work with leather, which will be kind of cool. And Warbler would be nice to work with. I'm just looking forward to working with some more products.
Yeah.
And then what was that other stuff that you have that I
Sintra.
Sintra? Sentry?
Sintra.
Sintra. I need to try some of that stuff because I got to make the new knee pads out of that.
Yeah, I like do I like? I like sculpting to a degree, but I can never make things as smooth as I want them. Like I can never make them look machined. I almost like
That's always been a huge problem with me too.
yeah.
You never get anything smooth enough.
I once talked to a guy who does like vinyl figures and stuff, and he's like a really awesome sculptor. And I was like, yeah, so what kind of tools do I need? What kind of clay should I use? And he's like, listen, man, you're gonna have to make a lot of decisions as far as like how you like to do this stuff if you're gonna want to get started on your own. And he's like, the first thing that I had to do when I was taking, you know, classes and lessons and stuff, he was like, somebody just handed me a lump of clay and said, make this into a perfect sphere. And I think that like that would benefit anyone. It's just like trying to make a shape by hand without like, you know, using a ton of like expensive tools to round it out and like having templates to go off of and measuring and all this. Like you just got to learn how to eyeball stuff and be patient with the material until it gets there. And that's a huge shortcoming of mine. It's just like, well, I drew the line and it's not how I want it to look. How am I going to adjust the rest of this drawing to accommodate this shitty looking line? Because I'm certainly not going to erase it and draw it again. But I actually like cutting for that reason. Is because you can't go back and recut sometimes. Like you cut it. I like cutting shapes out of it. That's why I like Sintras, because you use an X-Acto knife and you cut it and you cut it and you cut it, and then it's there. It's whatever it is, and the width of it doesn't change and doesn't you know, there's nothing to be done about it. So you just make your flat shapes and you're done. So I like cutting things out with an X-Acto knife.
But that can be molded, right? Like, or you can shape it a little bit.
You can shape it, but at the end of the day, it's still a piece of board that's, you know, either bent or not. It's not like you can just take it and crumble it up in your fist and then start working it into like a ball.
How do you? I think you heat it up.
You heat it with a heating gun, and then you just kind of curve it a little bit, and then it'll get a little bit of a curve. Then you heat it up again, and you curve it some more, and you keep doing that until it's.
You just put make the shape and put it over like a basketball to give it just that roundness.
I think it would actually crack if you tried to give it like if you tried to make a sphere out of it. No, it would actually start. Like,
the pieces would only be like about that big. But it needs to be like a knee pad or shin, you know, just circular a little bit around the knee area. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think you could do it. You getting it to kind of have that nice, getting it to round off at the bottom where it actually meets your chest would be an interesting. You could do it though.
The chest. Oh.
Just like right at the base of it. It's gonna just be a hard edge, I think.
I didn't even think about making that piece. You know what I did with the other one? Instead of like trying to get it to flex on the chest, it's two pieces. Like down the center, it's split, and it's actually two separate pieces. So it just kind of goes like that.
Yeah.
Moves
anyway, I like things that I can cut and then I can glue them together. I also really like working with like nuts and bolts. I like machined out parts. Haley McClay, Avengers Disney Run. Yes, I've taken part in that twice, last year and this year, or I guess last year and the year before. So if you're going to be there next year, you might see me. Jazzy, as far as boys complimenting your mother on how gorgeous she is, I think they're trying to compliment you and get in your good graces more than they're trying to get with your Um,
But that's a crappy way of going about it.
no, I think the dude is just trying to like really be polite and say, you know, your family ages gracefully, and I want to show appreciation for that. But yes, it is weird when a dude starts to talk too much about somebody else being attractive as a compliment towards, you know, things
Yep.
there.
I've dated girls who have complimented about my dad's looks.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
I've been with girls who complimented how my brother looks, and I was like, well,
This is over.
the problem, yeah.
This relationship is over.
Okay. As long as a guy's taller than me, I'm not picky. Just under 5'5". Okay, I don't think anyone will know if they're in that situation.
I've dated all sizes, like the shortest 4'11", the tallest being 5'10". So
yeah. Just trying to dig some questions out of the commentary here. Okay, Barbies. All right. Drexbo says,
yeah.
Short guys. Short guys. You're right. There really was a lot of commentary on. Good night, Amada. Sorry, I'm about a half an hour after you already left. Wow. Leather is fun to work with. Reese's got a good point. I do like working with leather. If you can afford it, it's pretty fun to make leather do what it does.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of leather work coming up.
Sarah, I actually have some epoxy sculpts, so it's not bad. I almost would rather work with plastiline. If someone was new to cosplay and cons, what advice would you give them? Celtic Star, or it's pretty standard advice. Do it for you. Start with a character you love and be ready to improve and revise from there. Like, really, honestly, if you want to cosplay, you're going to cosplay. And if you want to ask questions about cosplay, potentially you'll never get started. Like, just do it. You just got to go out and do it. Like, go out, buy some supplies, make something happen. And if you end up being proud of what you've made, then you'll keep going. But if you get discouraged really quickly, you may never end up executing things. But that goes beyond cosplay. Like, it goes into anything. So just start. Just go tomorrow, set a goal for what you want to have done by tomorrow and do it. Or else you're just going to keep putting it off. Let's see. Venom fabric is what Kat's talking about. Dear God, I've gotten way behind on this. Drexpo is just going nuts. Nothing offensive, but nothing that makes any sense either. Never quite works out the way it should. Pretty frustrating.
Drex, are you dying? What's he saying?
I don't know. He's just writing out like letters. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. You can say nonsense shit. As long as it's not offensive, I don't care. Then again, it's your channel, so you get to make the final call.
That's true.
Kristen, I will not be posting pictures of my brother. He's an extremely private person. Oh, Drexpo doesn't speak English. Drexpo is just expressing him or herself in whichever way is possible. Going to head out. Good night, Ippity. Drex is fine. Don't worry about Drexpo. What about pizza? says Jigsaw. What about pizza? I love that stuff. If you were trapped on an island with one Marvel character for 5 years, who would it be and why?
You would, Tony Stark. Because he could, like, just, shit. He built the Iron Man costume in a cave. Imagine what he could do with the whole island.
Yeah, I feel like he would get condescending, though. Let's see. Steve had been taking pictures using film. I think
question?
Somebody wants to know if you do film photography.
I have a film camera that somebody had given me, and I have taken a couple of pictures with it, but I haven't developed them yet, so I don't have any experience in it, except maybe taking 10 pictures.
Yeah. What's your coffee this week so far?
It changes every day. Or, like, I drink 3 or 4 different coffees every single day.
Well, because you can with the K-Cups. You don't have to worry about finishing off a bag.
Yeah, I've been kind of just... I look at them and be like, I'm going to do this one this time, and I'm going to do this one this time, and I'm going to do this one this time. I can't think of one possible time that I've done 2 of the same ones in a row.
Yeah.
I think that's the key part. You can't make a choice.
If I want to go back to the Marvel being trapped on a Marvel island character thing. I feel like I'd either want to be trapped there with someone who flies and could go get help, but if you're going to be trapped there for 5 years,
I'm going to throw your ass on the island with the Hulk. Piss him off.
If I'm guaranteed to live for the 5 years, I think it might actually be Jubilee. Because, like,
okay,
Jubilee, she's cool. Like, she's just as used to modern luxuries as I am.
Well, in that case, I want Jean Grey because she's hot.
Sure. But, like, I feel like I would get along with Jubilee, and we both have, like, similar complaints. And, we could help each other out, but neither one of us is, like, a fucking survivalist, so it wouldn't be, like, getting stuck there with Wolverine, and he's just, like, pissed off that I'm dragging him down all the time. Like, it'd be me and Jubilee, and we'd figure out some sort of way to, like, just
You'd have plenty of sparks to make a fire.
Yeah, we could make fire, we could hang out, and just, like, tell each other stories and stuff, and just, like, get along, hopefully, for 5 years. And I'm sure we'd be a pain in the ass to each other, but, it'd be Jubilee. Me and her hanging out.
Jean Grey would be perfect. Because then if you need something, like, hey, and she just lifts a finger or whatever and makes that item come to you. She could build a house with her mind.
Yeah, she'd also be in your head all the time.
This is true.
Realizing what you think about her.
This is true.
Yeah.
Especially if you're, like, doing it and then you just, for a second, you think about somebody else. Oh, boy. This shit's over quick.
There's a peak. Okay, we're talking about that. Don't live in Sweden. Yeah, you don't want to live with Loki. Loki would kill. Oh God, he'd let you live for 5 years just to fulfill the contract of this rhetorical question, and then he'd kill you immediately.
I feel like he'd just leave you there. Like, he'll go do his own thing and let you die.
Yeah. Yeah, the after the 5 years is up, you would be trapped on an island without a Marvel character. If you would like to write a story, what kind of story should it be? Drama, Comcast, thriller,
Comedy, maybe.
Comedy, yeah. Or maybe try poetry. If you would like to write a story, what genre would it be? I would say science fiction, adventure, maybe fantasy. maybe a blend of all three.
With a little bit of comedy in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, comedy's going to inject itself into everything.
That's pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much all movies these days. There's a comedy factor with all of it. Yeah, I don't know. Good action movie, lots of comedy.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going to tell a story, it's probably either going to be a children's story, which would be more of like a light adventure, or it's going to be, I don't know, I could write erotic fiction.
The next Deadpool movie.
Wow. The thing is, I wouldn't want to write a story that has any expectations of the characters. Like, I would never want to have that put on me of like writing a Deadpool story, because then people would be mad no matter what I wrote.
Oh man, that'd be cool.
You
I'd
think
actually
so?
like to do. I would actually like to do a short Deadpool skit thing.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Start writing. You
Okay.
start writing. Send it to me.
Do I have to be Loki in it?
I don't know. What do you want?
Be
Loki?
me interacting with Deadpool.
Loki and Deadpool.
The erotic tale of the chicken sandwich by Bill. Captain Jack fan.
That's weird.
Yeah, like why take two random things that I've said and try to put them together? Like,
Because
it's not a joke.
Captain Jack fan is the living, oh God, what is it? Cards Against Humanity game.
But don't. What are you doing? Someone asked if are you a fan of the Hulk?
No.
I'll watch stuff that has the Hulk in it, and
I think the Hulk was ruined for me because of the TV show. Like, I never liked the TV show.
Yeah, the TV show was no good. I kind of like both the movies though, as much as people hated them.
Loki did tell Deadpool he was his daddy. What? Is this that?
I don't know. There's so much retcon shit in the comics. It's not even worth trying to keep up with.
Boy.
Yeah, I don't think the movies ruin the Hulk. Then again, I have a friend that insists that the Hulk should be more chatty, that he wants the Hulk to be talking all the time.
There was a Hulk show, or a Hulk, what was that? That cartoon series.
Agents of Smash.
Is that what it's called? Yeah. He talks a lot in that.
Hulk Agents of Smash. Yeah, he talks, but he's also very collected. Like, it's not like Hulk Smash, Hulk no like puny human. Like, this show is just like, yeah, I've rounded up the team, and they're all pretty anxious, but we've got a good thing going right now. And I think if we could keep it together, we can all work as one big family. And it's like, wow, Hulk, you are a little too collected, and like, I don't know, just too
cat. Goddamn cat.
I don't know. She's all over me tonight. She wants a piece of this.
It's like,
okay,
love me when I want to love.
Come here, bud. But yeah, I've actually watched like almost the entire first season of Agents of Smash while I'm folding laundry or whatever, and it is bad. Like, it's cheesy, but it has awesome villains in it. Like, it's got Galactus in it. It's got like the leader in it. It's got a ton of like really cool like villains in it, but they're all just like incredibly childish subplots.
I feel like you fold a lot of laundry for being one person.
I do laundry once a week.
So you just happen to do everything during the time you fold laundry.
I watch Agents of Smash while I'm folding, and I've watched an episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. while I folded laundry. Yeah.
There's a lot of times where you've referred to, yeah, I've watched that while folding laundry.
Yeah. Oh, Corbin's like, oh, Hulk smashed you in Avengers. Corbin, you need to delegate the difference between fantasy and reality. I understand that you think that I'm like in a character right now, but this isn't what we're here for. To act like the different characters. You think I could?
Deadpool right now, so
God, you have a t-shirt on. Like realistically, you're not dressed up as anything. You're a guy wearing a t-shirt.
I'm dressed up as Deadpool.
Okay.
You see this face? Ryan Reynolds.
Huh? Captain Jack wants to know what is on. I would imagine most of my scarring would be around the hands and forearms. I would imagine that I would die defending myself rather than getting bit in the face. I like to think I wouldn't stick my face into a zombie thing. Usually people are afraid of sharks and snakes because this is your case. Which would you prefer to do first? Put a big snake on your neck or be in a cage around adult white sharks?
Adult white sharks? Like great white sharks? Is that what they mean?
Yeah.
I like snakes. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah, I think I'd also be around the snakes due to the fact that being around sharks means that you're underwater and already at a disadvantage.
Now I feel like there's going to be a lot of weird, like, you're going to die. How do you want to die? In which torturous way type questions that are going to start happening since the mischief maker.
It'll keep us talking. All right, so people want to see what's in the box. There's actually 2 boxes now. One is right here. I'm going to open this box real quick. I can do that up. We got about 13 minutes, so we can do a couple quick unboxings and then talk some more. Sharks. Yeah, I would say, Captain Jack, just make me have bloody bandages all over my forearms. And then, zombie face. Receded skin, graying, rotting. So this does not have a note, but it is off the wish list. After Lynn and Tim had sent me a care package, I learned that I like these things. Fruit source bars. They're pretty much extremely concentrated fruit roll-ups in a bar form.
Are those the ones that look like tampons?
They don't look like tampons. No, these are, that was, what were those called? Those were like Figgy Wiggies or something like that.
I wonder if I ever posted that picture. Because I took a picture of all the different ones in my hand. And I look, flavored tampons.
So whoever sent these, please let us know. Bear size. Would you rather fight one bear-sized cockroach or a bunch of cockroach-sized bears? This is the horse-sized duck or the duck-sized horses question.
One bear-sized cockroach.
Or a bunch of cockroach-sized bears.
That would be kind of cute to have cockroach bears. I'd probably just try to snuggle them. Is that weird?
Yeah, cockroach bear is not very threatening. I would go with the cockroach-sized bears because they're little mammals and they'd be hilarious and snuggly and warm.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a bear-sized cockroach is actually fucking terrifying.
I would love to have like a badass samurai sword go after a giant cockroach like that, though.
No, it would get messy. That thing would make weird noises. Gross. God damn it. Little King Kong bear.
They're. God damn you for eating. I'm hungry. Open the other box.
Use your mango strawberry. What's your irrational fear?
An irrational fear?
A non-rational fear.
A non-rational fear. I don't know. I don't know if I have one.
Oh, thank you, Lynn, for sending the fruit source bars. I guess they're from you. Second box, you already saw how big it was. It's this big. My irrational fear, I think. irrational fear. I think I'm a little scared of the dark.
Oh, yeah. That I kind of still have a problem with.
I think if I'm put in the correct room. Cool. So this one also does not have a note with it. Wait, no, yes it does.
It's a box in a box.
It's a box in a box. So this is from Carla. Carla has sent me more food. And I had recently just run out of the apple crisps. And as I was looking for more, I found that there were more than just apple crisps out there. In fact, there are peach crisps.
Oh my God.
These are dehydrated, freeze-dried peaches. I'm going to eat those. I guess I'm also afraid of insects, though. Like waking up and having insects on you.
Or when they like to use your body as a freeway.
Yeah, gross.
Like they're already long gone before you even get a chance to react to it. But then it's like you no longer can sleep. You were just used.
Cat's afraid of clowns.
I never understood the clown phobia.
Yeah. See, the pear ones I would eat. Strawberry I would eat, but not strawberry banana. Strawberries always come with banana, and I don't know why anyone would want dried banana.
Because bananas are awesome.
Yeah, bananas are awesome as a banana, not as a freeze-dried banana.
I would like to try a freeze-dried banana. I love bananas.
Well, guys, you heard it. Steven wants strawberry banana freeze-dried, guys.
Freeze-dried. Why do you get all the healthy stuff? Why is it all the healthy stuff comes to you and all the chocolate comes to me?
I'll put it on my wish list. Oh, I've also got a pile of chocolate in there.
Yeah, no. You hold on to that. I thought you gave it away.
Some of it. There's still more.
Oh, boy. I'm going to start selling that stuff.
Yeah. Just like to bring it to game nights. Or even finish that fruit source bar. I'm over one of these.
Why? I'm hungry.
These smell totally different.
And everything I bought is all like fruits and vegetables. Well.
Wow. These are way stronger flavor. They're like very sour. They're good though, and they have a different texture too. They're not like that. Like the apple ones are like styrofoam. And these have more of a rough texture to them. Like there's definitely a little bit of an understructure there. They're good. Okay, Ferris wheel. Spirit probably track the movie. Okay. There should be some fruit, veggie bars coming too.
Fruit veggie bars.
Yep. No.
I'd like to try those.
Send some to Steven if you're going to send them.
Everything goes to the same place anyways.
I think Lynn and Tim could figure out, like you could give Lynn and Tim your address. They send stuff directly to my address.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, write me on Facebook.
There you go.
And I'll get you my address.
Tim and Lynn are in the inner circle.
What's the inner circle?
My trusted few.
Okay. Yeah, I've only given the address out to one person. One person.
What is Bean Boozled? Someone's asking if we've tried Bean Boozled.
I just got the kit for Bean Boozled today. A kit? Oh
Is that a
boy.
coffee thing?
No.
Yvonne's home from her long drive. Hooray! Yum, 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 yum. Lynn, I should have accepted your friend request. I don't know. Try it again.
Yeah, you'd have to personally write me. No. Nah. Or you can PM ThorTV as well.
Celtic Star, yeah. The P.O. Box address should be in the description of this video once it's posted.
Sure, Tim and Lynn get
It's
it.
a game with Jelly Belly Baby jelly beans.
It's
Called Beanos. Weird.
Tim, wait, what are you talking about, Kat? Tim and Lynn get it without an issue, but when I asked, it took you hours.
When she was coming to pick you up for SAC Anime, did you take a long time to respond with your address?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Well, it just depends on what I'm doing at the time. If I'm not even, I don't always have the phone in front of me.
Sometimes I'm touching my dick.
Yeah. And I'm busy watching porn on my phone when people pop up like, what's your address? I'm just not going to respond at that time.
You're going to have to wait until I get that thing rubbed out. You know what I'm talking about. You want my address so bad, you're going to have to get over here and spit on this thing.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Boy. So we've got a couple minutes left. We want to thank Companion Cosplay for sponsoring our P.O. Box, as usual. We want to thank Tim and Lynn. I want to thank Carla for sending the packages. Yum, 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 yum. I want to thank everybody.
I want to thank you for stuffing your face in front of me.
Yeah. Oh, wow. These things are so sour. Good as hell. Oh, boy. So, let's call it a night. I got to go see some cosplay friends tonight.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that, I think.
And Steven's got to figure out a way to move to LA. So, we both have things to do tonight.
That's only been 2.5 years in the process.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have a good night. We're going to talk to you soon. We love you. We'll miss you. Have a good night.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.